So you're in a home that doesn't fit your needs anymore. Maybe it's too big, too small, too many stairs, and yet you're hesitant to move. You're not alone. Over the course of 25 years in real estate, I've had lots of conversations with people who want to move to a home that better fits their needs, but something is holding them back. And the reasons, they're just about always the same. So today I'm going to break down the biggest fears that stop people from selling and talk about how to move forward if making a move is truly the right decision for you. This is the biggest reason people stay put right now: low mortgage rates. If you locked in a 3% mortgage during the pandemic, why would you trade that for today's 6 to 7% rates? Over 85% of homeowners have an interest rate below 6%. 60% of mortgage holders have a rate below 4%. Many sellers feel locked in and they don't want to double their housing costs. And that makes sense. But here's the other side of that. What if staying in a home that no longer fits your life is costing you more than the difference in your mortgage rate? If your home is too big, too small, you have options. If you've been in the home for a few years, you probably have a lot of equity. So you can downsize and use your equity to buy in cash, meaning no mortgage at all, or put down a substantial down payment so your payments would be based on a small loan. Or you could look at homes where sellers have an assumable mortgage, meaning you might still snag a low rate. If your current home isn't working for you, don't let interest rates be the only thing stopping you from moving forward. Home prices have jumped about 40% since 2020. That means you'll sell at a great price, but you still have to buy in that high price market. And inventory is at historic lows. In 2024, only 25 out of 1,000 US homes changed hands. That's the lowest turnover rate in decades. But here's something to consider: how much is your current home costing you in lifestyle and comfort? If it's too big, that's extra maintenance, extra property taxes. If it's too small, that's daily frustration. Instead of focusing just on home prices, think about what you're gaining in terms of function, location, quality of life. And if affordability is a concern, there's some options for you, like seller concessions, rate buy downs, exploring lower cost areas. That's why this area is pretty popular right now. We're a stone's throw to larger metro areas, but with lots lower housing costs. So there are always ways to make it a move work if it makes sense for your life. That's completely understandable. 37% of homeowners say they simply love their home, have no reason to move. I mean, a home isn't just walls and a roof, it's where you make memories, raise children, survived a pandemic lockdown. It's hard to walk away from all that. But here's a question to ask yourself: is my attachment to this home holding me back from creating new memories somewhere that fits my life better? You see this a lot in downsizers. You love the home where you raised your kids, but now those extra rooms sit empty and the maintenance is overwhelming. Instead of looking at it as losing your home, think of it as gaining a home that suits where your life is now. Selling is a lot of work: cleaning, staging, showings, negotiations. It's a lot. And 42% of homeowners say the stress of selling is their biggest concern. And then there's the fear of a home inspection gone wrong. 58% of sellers worry about costly repairs being uncovered. But guess what? You don't have to do it alone because I've got it all mapped out. From the paperwork to the timelines, I know what needs to happen and when. And I track everything so you don't have to. That means no guessing, no scrambling to figure out what's next. I'll let you know what needs to be done at each stage of the process. Plus, I help my sellers with pre listing inspections, photography, handling showings on their terms, all the paperwork. And if you're worried about repairs, we'll talk about what actually needs to be fixed and what buyers typically willing to overlook. At the end of the day, it's about weighing the cost of staying versus the value of moving. Does your home still fit your life? or is it time for a change? If your home works for you, that's great. But if you're only staying because of mortgage rates, fear of buying, or just avoiding the hassle, it might be time to rethink. So reach out to me and we'll talk about it. Also, you can download our seller's guide. That link is in the description below. And don't forget to hit subscribe for more real estate tips. And I want to thank you for watching, and I will see you next week. Have a great week. Bye.